So I just want to talk through an initial reading and a couple ideas for this coin problem to help get you started. So here's the problem statement. You have 21 coins. Each appears to be gold and quite valuable, but you have been informed that one of the coins is fake. The 20 real coins all weigh the same amount, but the fake coin either weighs more or less than the real ones. In all other ways, it appears to be identical. You have access to a balance scale and no other tools. What is the fewest number of times you would have to use a balance scale in order to figure out which coin is the fake? Note, you should assume that when you are choosing coins to balance, you are as unlucky as possible. Okay, so let's see if we can get the key information out of this. So we've got 21 coins. All right, each appears to be gold and valuable. Great. One of these coins is fake. Okay, so one fake. The 20 real coins all weigh the same. So 20 real, and these are all the same weight. Okay, but the fake coin either weighs more or less than the real ones. So more or less weight. All right, in all other ways they appear to be identical. You have access to a balance scale in order to figure out which coin is fake. Oh, sorry, you have access to a balance scale and no other tools. Balance scale. That's what I wanted to underline. So a balance scale, either Google quick if you don't know or remember. It's the thing that kind of looks like this, and it's got two bowls here. And what I can do is I can put things on or in those bowls or in those holders, and whichever side is heavier it will lean toward. Okay, so the scale doesn't give me any information like what the weight of an individual thing is. I can only use it to compare two sets of things. Okay, what's the fewest number of weighings, fewest number of times you have to use a balance scale to figure out the fake? Okay, so I want as few weighings as possible. And then I've got this note here at the end. You should assume that when you are choosing coins to balance, you are as unlucky as possible. So I'll talk about that in a second. But let's just look over what we've got. We've got 21 coins, 20 of them are real and all weigh the same. One of those coins is fake and either weighs more or less. Got a balance scale, and I'm trying to figure out using that balance scale as few times as possible which one of these coins is fake without having any knowledge about which one is fake or if they weigh more or less or that kind of thing. So I posed this question to my wife and said, she's not a big puzzle person, and said, how would you try this? Like, what's your initial thought before you go too in depth in it? And here's what she said. She said, well, I could take two of the coins and put one on each side of the balance scale. Okay, so I could do that. So here's a try or a guess. Take one coin or two coins and put one on each side of the scale. All right. Then I need to know, what do you do if those are the same and what do you do if they're different? Now here's what I'm talking about luck. It would be convenient if the first coin you pick, one of the first coins you picked doing this was the bad one. So you should assume that it's not, right? So if I grab two coins at random to try to get started here, I'm going to be unlucky and not grab the fake one. Okay, so if they balance, they are both real. And we can replace one of them with another coin from the pile. So another coin from the 19 that are left. Okay, so if they balance, they're both real because they have the same weight, right? There's only that one coin that weighs different. And we can replace one of them with another coin of the 19 that are left. If those balance, keep going. Until you find the one that doesn't. It is the fake. Okay. Notice, though, this is only one of the two possibilities, right? I started here, these coins, if they balance. If they balance, and we know they're real, and we'll keep going. If I go down this track, right, if they don't balance and I just keep going, this will take me, so after one weighing, I've got 19 coins left. After two weighings, I've got 18. After three, I've got 17, and so on until I have 1 and then 0 coins left. This will take me 20 weighings. So 20 weighings is the fewest way, or is the number of weighings that this method will take because I'm unlucky, right? I don't pick that fake coin until the last one. So at worst, this would take me 20 weighings, and that's how many weighings for this one. Okay, that's the fewest number of weighings, or the number of weighings for this method. Except we need to do the other way. So if they balance, they're both real, and we can place one of them with another. So if the first two coins do not balance, we need to replace, say, the left coin with one from the pile. Okay, so if they don't balance, I'm going to replace the left one with one from the pile. If these balance, the replaced coin was fake, right? Because if these two now balance, they're both real, and the one I replaced is fake. If these don't balance, the coin I kept on the scale is fake, right? That's the fake one because it didn't balance with two of them, which means that it's the fake one. Now you'll notice that if I end up in this blue version of the weighings, it only takes me 2 weighings to get there. However, since I'm going to be unlucky, this method, of which I need all of this write-up to describe, right, because it tells me what to do if they balance or if they don't, takes me 20 weighings. Okay, even though I could get lucky, grab the bad one first, I have to assume that I don't. So this method comes in at 20 weighings in its worst case scenario. Now, that is not right. That's not the right solution to this problem, okay? It was just my wife's first gut thought. I told her, don't think about it at all. Just tell me what you what you could do. Said, yep, I could grab one at a time, weigh them, and I said, okay, let's talk that through. Here's that talked through. That method gives 20 wings. You can do better. Okay, so your goal is to figure out, how can I do better? What plan can I make to do better? Now, I've done a lot of puzzles like this, so when I was coming up with it, I picked the numbers so that they'd kind of work out nicely. There's a lot of stuff on the internet about coin weighing puzzles. I wouldn't go there first. I'd think about it first. Okay, I'd pose it to your friends and family first. I would think about it while I'm driving, while still being safe and paying attention. But, I mean, that's when solutions to problems like this really come to you. Someone asked me, one of my students asked me, how am I going to do this if I don't have a bunch of coins? And that's a fair question. Now, what I would do if I had a friend, or even if I didn't, is I would maybe get together, I know that you need 21 to get started, but some number of coins, you know, if you've got a bunch of pennies, grab a bunch of pennies and then grab a dime. Okay? And say, well, you know, split them into piles. If you've got 21 coins, split them into a couple piles, split them into 3 piles, 4 piles. Think about, if I weighed these guys and these guys, see the one with the, if you've got pennies and dimes, the one with the dime will be lighter. Okay, and just see what happens. You could also do this if you had a friend willing to help you. Have them grab a set of coins. You could use checkers. Grab 20 red checkers and 1 black checker. I don't know if there are that many checkers on a board. 8, 6. I don't think so. But what, you know, grab 21 of something, 20 that match and 1 that doesn't. Have them sit where you can't see their things, and you tell them what to do. Say, you know, grab 10 of these at random and 10 others at random, and put them across from each other. Which side, you know, is higher? And they'll tell you which side's higher or lower or whatever. Just an idea, right? Just another way you could get at it. If you have questions, especially about this statement, please feel free to email me. If you've got an idea and you're just not sure if it'll work or how to start writing it up, shoot me an email on that too. But definitely give this some thought, give it a shot, get it in by that due date so that I can give you some feedback and let you know what I'm looking for. And again, if you have questions, shoot me an email. Thanks.